Yes, so inquiring minds want to know. Dave, how is that Budweiser Tulku Crisp Millennium Bottle Auto Air Freshener working out? To date, people, it's hard to believe. It's still around. That stuff is incredible. But it must be properly distributed to the floor mats in your vehicle to be most effective. Okay, it is Monday the 21st of December 2020. Was out and about yesterday. Met a lot of people talking, pretty excited about the new stimulus bill. Yep, $300 more per week per unemployment insurance. Possible $600 check to every man, woman, and child. They love it. Inserting and injecting stimulus to our economy. Sounds kind of sexual, doesn't it? Really? I mean, think about it. I'm not writing a script to a Pornhub.com video here, people. But you know, after you've been stimulated, inserted into, and injected, you had your fleeting moment. The feels so good, happy ending. It was over in seconds, all too fleeting. And then what? Not always, but all too often. Unwanted pregnancies, huh? Difficult to combat sexual transmitted diseases, huh? Yeah. Hey, were you cheating on your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend? The guilt. As it will be very soon, people, with the economic stimulus, the insertion, the injecting, and the serious fucking we're all going to take because of it. We will all get the world, the world economy is destined to be reset. The great reset, people. We lose, they win. You just got to figure this out. And just like an orgasm, people, it's over, too fleeting, too fast. Now what? So careful what you pray for, careful what you wish for. One of the things that bothers me, because I practice what I preach, I go check the links. I find new links. I go to the Steve Quayle Hot Headlines. Everybody, and I mean without an exception, everybody's always talking about the usual suspects. You know the ones. The Jeff Bezos, the Bill Gates, the George Soroses, the Mark Zuckerbergs. Hey, three of Murray's buddies. Go figure that. Or big pharma, or big tech, or big chemical, or big oil. You know, the usual suspects. But nobody, and I mean nobody, prove me wrong here, people, looks at the unusual suspects. No mention of them. You know who they are, people. They are the real masters of the plantation. The gangstas. And it's a very good chance that if we know their names, they're not the masters. Maybe powerful, maybe wealthy people. Hell, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Soros, Zuckerberg, they've increased their net worth incredible amounts over the Corona time of 2020. Incredible. But they're not the real masters. They move in darkness, people. They fly under the radar. Now, some of you guys were with me from the beginning. Remember, I started this whole channel out on the Federal Reserve System, our monetary system. Yeah, our money, which is credit, which is debt monetized. Remember that? They're freely admitting it in their publications. Many of these go back to the 1980s, back to the Monetary Control Act of 1981. But what did I hear? Oh, God, how boring, how dry. I don't get it. I don't understand it. My 5-year-old granddaughter can make a better video. That's what I heard, people. And they admitted it. And why not? Who reads Federal Reserve publications? If 5% of the population reads them, what percentage of that 5% understand what they just read? And what can you do with this info in a mass mind-controlled, fear-based population? I mean, what are you going to do with this truth? Just take consideration, 60% or greater of the American public don't buy the bullshit concerning the JFK assassination. 60%. That happens to be over 50% people. Trump, he never did declassify those records, did he? Wonder why not. Oh, yeah, and he never declassified the 9/11, September 11, 2001 records. Yeah. People that are well-meaning in the truth movement always talk, follow the money, look at the profit angle. But why go there, people? You don't get it. You don't understand. Look at, I'm going to bore you with a couple of Federal Reserve publication quotes. I'm not even looking at the booklets, even though I have them all. Commit it to memory. Yeah, you're ever flexible, most fluid, most capable, humble messenger. Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia. one of the 12 member banks. The big daddy Federal Reserve Bank, of course, is New York. But page 6 of their publication, early 80s, the national debt. The federal government, with the cooperation of the Federal Reserve, has the inherent power to create money, almost any amount of it. This power makes technical bankruptcy out of the question. Out of the question means, no, you can't have the car keys. No, you can't stay out past midnight. It's out of the question. Got it? Out of the question. Okay. So you want to follow the money. You want to talk about profit motivation. You want to talk about Bezos and Bill Gates's and Zuckerberg's increase in their net worth and their wealth. But why would you do anything for profit when you can create unlimited amounts of money? And notice, too, in that quote, the federal government with the cooperation of the Federal Reserve. Two separate entities, people. Now, if you stay focused on the usual suspects and ignore, by design, the unusual suspects, you'll miss the big picture. And the big picture, simply summed up, is, in farmers and ranchers, you've got to understand this point, the great culling of the herd, concealed in plain view. Isn't it not? Is it not only good business just to cull the herd of the non-productive? I've said this before. If you've got hens that don't lay eggs, they end up in the Sunday dinner pot. What do you do with open cattle? It goes to the market, becomes your new McDonald's burger. What do you do with people that are too old or too young to produce, yet continuously consume ever greater amounts? Lots of ways to make the population decrease. War happens to be one very good, effective way, but there are many more. Think chemical ways, people. Gotta watch what you say on YouTube. History does repeat itself. I've told you that 100 times. And rightly so did the Creator of all say, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. Now, it says perish. It didn't say my people enjoy abundant living that you hear from the Joel Osteens and the Joyce Meyers and the other phony fraudulent 501(c) tax-exempt state churches, evangelicals, Catholic or Protestant, doesn't make a bit of difference. Perish, people. Think about it. I don't know what a higher source you want than that. Got to watch the gangster banksters. You know, I still get a kick out of people go, well, my banker says, oh, my banker will bail me out anytime. Well, I can just go buy something. My banker will cover it. Yeah, you're a banker? No, you're his bitch. Okay, anyway, I'm getting stuff done. Killing a little time here because I got to go to Wally World. Cut my throat every time I walk in there. But I got to get some stuff. Getting stuff done. I got more stuff to do. People, enjoy the dark winter.